I say, yo, welcome to the BBW show, you feel me? We talk battle rap, basketball, and wrestling. Now, I've been doing this since it started, you feel me? A&E WWE biographies. I said that I was going to do the season 2 one. I was going to do every episode and review it because I missed season 1 where they talked about Yokozuna, Macho Man, Stone Cold, all of them, you feel me? Now, last week we talked about the Kurt Angle one, and I said the Kurt Angle one was the best one so far. It was of this season. It was better than the Bellas, it was better than Goldberg, and it was better than the Undertaker one. Now, this Lex Luger one, it isn't better than Kurt Angle one, or probably Goldberg's, but it's right underneath that. I'm not gonna lie. This Lex Luger A&E documentary was dope. I'm not gonna lie. This was crazy. This was really, really crazy, bro. This was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. They talked about a lot in 2 hours on this. A whole lot. Let's try to break this down as possible as we can. So, first, they talked about Lex Luger, obviously growing up. Obviously, they started from when he was a baby and all of that. And, like, he been Aki. Gangster. He been Aki. He really just been Aki, bro. That's what I got from this. He been Aki. Whenever he just started working out, that was his body, you feel me? He was just made to be Aki. Some people just made to be Aki, you feel me? He was one of them. Now, they talk about how he was the school jock and all of that, how he been arrogant and all of that. They talk about how he used to try to play football. He played for the CFL, College Football League. Then he went to go play for the Packers, but got injured, you feel me? So they cut him. Then they talk about him getting into wrestling finally. Bro, your man's Paul Bearer said he was a bad wrestler. Like, instantly said it. Like, bro, he was terrible. I was his manager. He was terrible. You feel me? And it's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy to hear. You feel me? They had a lot of talking heads in this. They had Paul Bearer say some stuff. They had Jim Cornette. They had Bruce Pritchard. They had Eric Bischoff. They had Kevin Nash. They had Sting. They had mad people in this. I ain't gonna lie. They had mad people in this. Big Show. Bro, they had mad people in this. I ain't gonna lie. They talked about Ric Flair wrestling him for an hour. And Ric Flair said, bro, it was tough. Because he was green. He was really bad. And he wrestled Ric Flair for an hour. Yo, that is so unnecessary, bro. Like, that's another thing about the old school wrestling days. Like, niggas didn't have to go an hour to prove that you was a good wrestler or he was legit. It's like an hour? Why nobody follow the Goldberg model, just go and squash people and leave? Why y'all wanna, you gotta wrestle an hour just so people think you up there with Ric Flair? It's like, no, that's stupid. Now today, people that say that you're tarnishing the champion. If the champion go 60-minute Broadway with a scrub that nobody heard of, people that say you're burying the champion. Back then in the territory days, they'd say, hey, you're creating a new person. And you're not even here full time, so nobody's going to see it in the rest of the places of the world. It's just wrestling, bro. I'm sorry I went on that tangent. But they talk about him joining the Four Horsemen. And honestly, he was a great fit for the whole Four Horsemen, bro. Ric Flair, J.J. Dillon, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, and Lex Luger, that looked at fire to me. I'm not gonna lie, that looked at fire. Because you had Ric Flair, the world champion, Tully and Arn tag team champions, and then Lex Luger's like the young boy, you feel me? The young Ock monster, gangster, the young Ock monster that's protecting stuff. And he said like he was learning mad stuff from them. So that was dope. I'm not gonna lie, that was dope. That was really dope to see. They talked about the elbow injury, you feel me? They talked about him leaving Jim Crockett Promotions to go to WWE. That was crazy. Then we got to talk about this too, because Lex Luger got over in Jim Crockett Promotions. He was over in the Four Horsemen, you feel me? He wasn't over by himself after that, but he was over in the Four Horsemen. When they brought him into WWE, he was over as the Narcissist Hill. He was over as that. Then he was over for a few months when they did the Real American Captain America or whatever thing they called it, the Lex Express. He was over for a little while as a babyface. So those are 3 different promotions. And then, matter of fact, And then he went back to WCW in the late 90s and was over again. So those are 3 different promotions and the same guy's over. That's crazy to me. And like 3 different characters too. That's dope. I'm not gonna lie. If somebody came around today and did that, and they was great in TNA, then they was great in AEW, then they was great in WWE, they be like, oh yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. Oh yeah, he's a Hall of Famer, respectfully. Lex Luger did that, you feel me? He didn't win world champions everywhere, but he was a star in almost all of them promotions. That's a big deal. I'm not gonna lie. They talked about the Lex Express, you feel me? Talked about Eric Bischoff lowballing him. Gave him $150,000 a year. That's crazy. Fresh off WWE TV, $150,000 a year. Bro, you feel me? Your man just worked, you feel me? Worked. And he got to a point where he was the most over thing on Nitro. He was definitely WCW's top babyface prior to Goldberg coming around. He definitely had a great run, gangsta in WCW. But that's another thing. WCW only lasted 5 years in their peak. Like the Monday Night Wars was only 5 years. That's crazy. We still talking about it 21 years later and it only lasted for 5 years. TNA has wrapped that around 3-4 times, bro. TNA's been around for 20 years. People keep saying that they're dying, LOL, TNA, whatever. Ring of Honor was around for 20 years. WCW Monday Night Wars was 5 years, bro. And we getting documentaries on it. All of that. It's like, wow. It's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not what you do, but how you do it. Respectfully. You feel me? Then they talked about the end of Nitro. And he didn't go back to WWE. I ain't gonna lie. He didn't go back to WWE. He started wrestling at high school gymnasiums like a bum. Dude went from the main event of WrestleMania, wrestling Hulk Hogan, you feel me, for the world title in WCW. Now he wrestling gymnasiums for like 30 people. That's embarrassing, you feel me? They talked about him and Miss Elizabeth. That was bad. I ain't gonna lie, that was bad. It wasn't Chris Benoit bad, but that was bad. That was bad, you feel me? That was bad. They talked about Jesus saving him the same way it saved Sting and Shawn Michaels and all of that. Like, it was a lot of dudes wild in the 90s. These biographies make you appreciate the modern wrestlers. Because, yeah, we got some ones that be wilding like Jeff Hardy or Jey Uso, where they get DUIs. But dudes is not doing wild drugs, you feel me? They not doing wild drugs like that. Respectfully, they not, you feel me? That's a good thing. Ric Flair said he had the greatest physique in wrestling history. That's crazy. And Ric Flair seen a lot of body dudes. That's crazy. And now, to say that and now to look at Lex Luger now, like, God bless him, but he had the greatest physique in wrestling, and to see him now, it's wow. Like, you would not know those were two of the same people. You cannot tell me Lex Luger from the 90s and Lex Luger today is the same person. If I did not know that, you cannot tell me that's the same person. You can't. You can't, bro. But life is crazy, bro. Life is really crazy. It reminded me of Bobby Heenan. How Bobby Heenan made money so long as an announcer, and then he had throat cancer. God bless the day. Like, that's crazy, bro. That's really crazy. And then he never had a wrestling comeback. Like, Bret Hart had a stroke and all that, and then he came back and wrestled Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. Goldberg left early 2000s, came back. Eric Bischoff even left, went to TNA, came back, you feel me? Like, Lex Luger never came back to WWE. Never came. Jeff Jarrett even came back, bro. Like, think of that. Jeff Jarrett came back to WWE. Lex Luger never came back, bro. I think he is a Hall of Famer, though, if I'm not mistaken. But he never came back. They never gave him a send-off or nothing. That's wild to me. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. But next week they doing one on DX. That's gonna be the best one ever. Respectfully, I already know it's gonna be the best one ever. DX is the best thing ever. And then they doing one on Edge and one on Rey Mysterio. I think that's dope that they ending it with the two current wrestlers. Respectfully. So now they ending it with them. They current wrestlers. Hopefully that leads into Monday Night Raw getting a bump in the ratings. But we like 3 more left of these Andy biographies. These are really great. These are really, really, really great. I hope they do it next year, but we don't got that many legends. I'm not gonna lie, we don't got that many legends. But they can do one on Lita, Trish Stratus. They could do one on them. I'm not gonna lie, Batista. They could definitely start doing them. But this one was a success to me. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Follow me on Instagram at HRW_podcast. Follow me on Twitter at hoops_wrestling. Like I said, we're on the road to 300 subs. I appreciate everybody that been here so far. We about to turn it up though. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll be back with more.